We have a four-way comparison today that will be very good for you and your staff, and for all who is concerned. Victor Martinez, 2007, Dexter the Blade Jackson, 2008, Branch Warren, 2009, and finally, last but not least, Dennis Wolf, 2013, all Olympia versions respectively. Now, it took me a little bit of time to set this up, so I apologize. I did not post a video yesterday, but I wanted to clip all these guys out. I could have did a different background. Olympia 1998? I don't think that's very flattering to these guys. Could have did the exclusive Mark's Max Muscle, or even a musical score. Chariots of Fire? Or no. Here is what I settled on. Just a boring, old, neutral background. No advertisements, no anything. But you know what? I think it is the best for these physiques. I think that was the Incredible Hulk piano song from the old series, Lou Ferrigno. But anyway, what a difficult task. What a duty I have before me. Victor Martinez, he has the shape. Wow. He placed second at the Olympia, by the way. Overall shape, good arms, not bad in the lower half as well. Dexter the Blade Jackson may be the least best in that aspect in the lower half, but the physique is perfect, and I love the I love the proportions of this man, reminiscent of the 1970s guys, and the best set of arms. If you're gonna have a dominant body part, the arms is probably the best one to have. Now, Branch Warren, those wheels, the most dominant part on him. The rest of the physique, not that impressed. Arms actually not bad. The forearms are pretty not that great. And it's funny because you look at the calves are massive, but he has small forearms. And the opposite for Dennis Wolf, who stands beside him with a superior physique, I think. Being tall helps, folks. And the best set of quads. That's remarkable to say so. Standing next to Dennis Wolf. Now, for an overall winner, I'm kind of liking Victor Martinez.
You said duty.
And Dennis Wolf maybe second, although Dexter the Blade Jackson, his arms. But I mean, Dennis is massive. Poor Branch. Best calves, but probably taking last prize in this one. It's funny, out of all of them, they kind of all have one good body part. So what a conglomeration they would make. You like that? Conglomeration? That's the calves of Branch, quads of Wolf, and torso heap of Victor, and the arms of Dexter the Blade Jackson. If you like that, hit thumbs up on the video. Now here is the front lat spread, and this is a little easier to judge. I believe Dennis Wolf is the strongest one in this pose. Didn't like him in the front double because he had the weakest arms. But here, good set of lats, and he has the structure with the X frame. Best one in the lot. I'm surprised that Victor Martinez, he kind of goes flat in this one. You know what I mean? He doesn't have that pop in the lower half that he did in the front double. But I don't think that he's losing. I think Dexter the Blade Jackson, I think he's going to place last prize in the front lat. With Branch Warren, not bad at all. X-frame actually a little bit better than Victor. Plus he has that good condition. When you take his funny, I'll say it without being disrespectful. I wouldn't say it to your face, Branch, but the not so pretty physique. When you take that out of the equation, this guy is good. He's very peeled as well. So, like I said, a little easier for the front lat. Side chest. And back to a difficult one to judge. Victor, I hate to say it, but I think he might be getting last prize in this one. Last parcel, whatever I say. And Branch, lower half, he is dominating. Look at that. Incredible. But in the upper half, conditions in, peeled, the most, but the ugliest physique. Dexter, a picture-perfect side chest. Dennis Wolf, you cannot deny this man. Look at the hanging hamstring. Look at the quad. Calf actually looks good, at least in this We'll see from the back shots, maybe not so much, but at least in this aspect, Dennis Wolf, I think it's between him and Dexter. Or Branch. It's a tough one to call, folks. Here is the side tricep and the four-way comparisons. They are the toughest, but in many ways, these are the funnest. And this just gives me a little glimpse of what real judges have to go through. You gotta pick a guy fourth that could very well win. Dexter, I don't think he could win. I don't think he'd be on anybody's score sheets. I think he's fourth prize in this. With Branch Waaren pulling off a win, I believe. Victor, awesome too, though. Very good midsection, things of that nature. Dennis Wolf, I mean, he's not losing. He's beating Dext. So that is coming out of the front, coming out of the side. This is a gooder. This is a good one. The back lat spread. You have Victor Martinez, good in the lower half. Not the best in any one aspect, but not the worst. And the back, ditto with that as well. He's not the widest. He's got some good trap separation. Condition, overall condition is good. Dexter the Blade Jackson, perhaps losing in the lower half. Let's face it. And in the back development, perhaps winning. I know he's the smallest guy, so he's not going to be the widest. But look at the pure perfection. Lower back, traps, lats even, V-taper. It is a very aesthetic pose. And then you have Branch Waaren. Upper body, he is going to struggle. He's got the traps, lower lat insertions, maybe the attachments aren't as picture perfect. But in the lower half, he is crushing everyone. Look at that. That has to be worth something. For sure. And Dennis Wolf, arguably the best in the upper half, just because of his sheer size. Doesn't have that pretty back that Dexter has. Yes, Dexter does have what I just said. But Dennis Wolf, he is so gosh darn wide. He eats these guys up. Hamstrings are good, but he's really hurting for certain in the calves and in the glute department. Losing in both aspects. Whatever that means to you, I don't know. But this is a close one, guys. And the rear double, also very close. I mean, take Dexter the Blade Jackson. Once again, he does have the best back. He has the best overall flow, picture perfect pose when he's by himself. In a lineup, he's gonna lose to size. Victor Martinez, deceivingly wide in the back double. His back shots, they were standing up, maybe even defeating Jay Cutler's at a time. Conditions in as well. Branch Waaren, the back, it's not in proportions with the lower half at all. And maybe the worst back. But the lower half, again, it's another level. From all of these guys, it looks like some sort of super futuristic bodybuilder. Looks like Nick Walker, for goodness sakes. But yeah, you throw it all together, and is he even defeating Dennis Wolf? You Wolfensteins would have him winning just on those delts alone. Those are impressive delts. For sure. Here's the abs and thigh. I believe Dexter the Blade Jackson doing enough to win this one. He has the best abs. I believe so. Dennis Wolf, actually, the second best abs. Not bad at all. Actually, better in that aspect than earlier on in his career. Little bit of a belly button issue, I do believe. Now, Victor, he's picture perfect, but he's hitting this so nonchalantly that it's, I don't know. It's like I'm not buying it. His abs could be tighter. His abs could be better. Is he doing enough to defeat the Branch Waarens, the Dennis Wolfs? I don't think so. I don't think he's defeating Dennis Wolf anyway. Dennis is just too big, plus the condition, and like I said, the midsection, the V-taper. So, right from the start, folks, right to the last pose, the most muscular. This one has been a battle royale, a slobber knocker. This one has been a knockdown, drag-out affair, for sure. You could give this one to Dennis Wolf. Heck, Victor Martinez could win this one. Look at that. Perfection. And of course, Dexter the Blade Jackson. How can you deny those traps? I mean, the guy makes everybody else look like Tinkerbell in that aspect. Maybe not Wolf. But Wolf, I think he would probably be on most people's radar for a win in the most muscular, with maybe Victor second. Maybe Dexter second, actually. With Branch Warren, the guy, he's so good in the lower half. But when your upper body does not match it, I mean, it throws everything off. The poor guy, if he had an upper body to match that lower half, he'd have defeated Phil Heath, Big Rammy, anybody. But when I tally up the score on this one, oh, there's some confusion. I have Branch Warren last place, with Victor Martinez third, which is strange. I mean, I believed Victor would have won this one. Of course, Dexter Jackson and Dennis Wolf in a lineup. Them two dudes are very difficult to defeat. And at the end of the day, I have some deciding to do. And I'm gonna lean towards Dexter the Blade Jackson over Dennis Wolf. I think that if it did come down to a tie, he's a better poser. He could be in better condition. I believe that he would be in a little bit better condition than Dennis Wolf. Heck, Branch Warren, probably the most conditioned. But anyway, 4 ways, they get a little bit tricky to judge. You could very well give a guy 4th that could really win the shot. It's that close. Let me know your 4 placings in this one, folks. Probably differs from mine. Have a great one.